Hello, hi, good morning. If you're joining us for the first time here, my name is Taiwa Romokun, and on this channel, station, whatever you want to call it, we talk about healing, we talk about growth, we talk about motherhood, we talk about life struggles. So, this morning, I would want us to talk about the fact that you are allowed to start all over again. Yes, failure is not actually the end, but you're allowed to start all over again. Starting all over again after disappointment, starting all over again after rejection, starting all over again when people think you should have figured things out or know what to do by now. But I want you to know today that you are allowed to start all over again. And starting all over again does not mean that you failed. It only means that you have hope. Yes. So today, I want to talk to the person behind the scene, looking at me, that you think your life is behind. The person that feels tired, the person that is secretly wondering if it's too late. This conversation is actually for you. One of the things I want us to give people grace for is, maybe from my experiences, the fear of starting all over again. You know, I think it's a conversation people don't talk about enough. How embarrassing it is to start all over again, and how the thought of it actually make you feel. Sometimes you look around and you feel like every other person, they're moving forward. Everybody else seems successful, and everybody seems to have confidence in whatever they are doing. And there you are, trying to rebuild your life quietly, trying to actually heal, and trying to figure things out quietly. And sometimes you don't even have the confidence, or you don't feel like telling people what you're struggling with because you're tired of explaining yourself. I've learned through experience that some things, you know, that sometimes it feels shameful when you're trying to start all over again. And that's the reason why some people even never start all over again. They are too afraid, and you're trying again. For you watching me, I know you're trying to start all over again, and that takes courage. Well done. That's a very courageous act. Even if all you did today is just wake up and you keep going, that too, it really matters. You're not weak, because if we're going to be sincere with ourselves, life is kind of difficult and life hard. But for the fact that you woke up, you're strong, because you survived. You survived everything that wants to try to hold you back. And maybe your new beginning, and the truth is your new beginning would not look glamorous. All of us want to come back with this one big bang. No. Maybe you just start small. Maybe you start with healing. Maybe you just start with therapy. Maybe you start with prayers. Or maybe you even start with rest. Just choose to rest. Or maybe you start with you believing in yourself that you deserve that peace. But whatever that resonates with you, just start small. And another thing I want us to talk about again today is stop comparing yourself. Stop comparing your journey. No, stop it. One thing that destroys peace very quickly is comparison. Social media makes people feel that they are behind all the time. You see people getting married, buying houses, traveling, starting business, looking happy, and suddenly you start questioning your own life. Why? When? This? But let me remind you, you do not know the full story behind all those people's posts. Yes, you don't. Some people look successful, but they are deeply unhappy. That's the truth. Some people look confident, but they are secretly struggling that they will not tell you about. Some people look ahead in life, but they are emotionally lost. So stop measuring your life using somebody else's timeline. Stop it. Your journey is different, your healing is different, and ultimately your purpose is different. And honestly, sometimes the delay is even protection. There are things I once cried over that today I thank God that they did not happen because I wasn't ready. Yes, I wasn't ready for them because if I had had them, they would have broken me because something better was coming. I didn't know it then, but now I do. So if life feels slow right now, don't panic. Growth is still happening, even when it feels invisible. I think another thing I want us to give yourself permission to grow. Growing is a good thing. I think many of us are waiting for permission. I think from me to you, I'm giving you that permission. Permission to heal, permission to change, permission to become a different version of yourself. And so, let me say this to you today. You are allowed to outgrow people. You are allowed to protect your peace. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to rebuild your confidence bit by bit. You are allowed to walk away from things that keep hurting you. And most importantly, you are allowed to become somebody new. Not fake, not perfect. No. So just wiser, just healthier emotionally. Because pain changes people. Healing changes people too. But maybe this season of your life is not punishment the way you've been hearing it in your head. Maybe it's preparation. Maybe you're not being buried. Maybe you are being what? Planted. And planted things grow. So if nobody has told you today, or nobody has told you this recently, hear me carefully. It's not too late for your life. You are not too damaged. You are not too old. You are not too broken. You are not too far behind. And your story is not over. One small decision can change your life. One moment of courage can change your future. One season of healing can transform everything. So don't give up on yourself. This version, the version of you that you're becoming, that person is worth fighting for. Yeah. And I want to say, if this video encourages you, please just leave a comment and choose one thing that you believe in yourself today. Think, and choose one thing that you believe in yourself. And if you know somebody that needs this message, please help us share this video to them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us because we are growing and healing together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the